Seems very unpopulated these days. People off doing different stuff.
Yeah,
Hello,
I
Wick.
suppose. Evening, Noel. How you doing?
Mm, been around. What about you?
I suppose also mostly been around, mostly in the graveyard, but just, I suppose just getting acclimatized.
How's that been going?
It's been good. Uh, I mean, the air here is fine, so it's just getting used to a new place.
Fair enough. Did you see the prank? We were pranked by the lifers.
I don't believe I have.
Yes, they. I'm not sure if it's there. We could check, but we were pranked, I guess. A sort of maze and a couple signs.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean, I didn't really care much. Didn't affect me, but the priestess was not quite happy. Maybe it's because they cleaned their house for the lifers, but
oh. Yeah, that's definitely something that would annoy her.
yeah, it annoyed me too. Unfortunately, I was required to shear leaves off of trees. It
Oh.
was very, very annoying. Yes. I do have something to show you. It's a little something I've been working on.
Oh,
Uh, Sorry about that. If you give me 1 second, just have to grab something from behind here.
gotcha.
Go follow me around back. Remember to block this up when you're done.
Oh, gotcha.
Yes, feel well. It's nothing too big.
You got a whole system. Oh my god.
Yes, it's much more effective than waystones that could be discovered and get back easily. It's nothing too big,
Sweet.
just a place for, I guess, stock and other plans.
Gotcha.
It's not finished, but it's something.
It's at least nice and hidden.
Yeah, I've mainly been using it for fishing, but can be used for other stuff.
Oh yeah.
I plan on, well, we'll see. But there's plans to this room. I plan on covering maybe up to this part and having a room behind here that's hidden. Not too sure yet.
Gotcha. Well, that'd be nice.
Yeah. Employees and VIP only, so hopefully not many people know
Yeah,
about
I think it's
this.
kind of hard to find if you don't know. No way of knowing.
Yes. That is, well, the point of it.
I'll give you these because I can just pop on out.
Yes, but that is something I've been up to. Most other things. Like I said, we've been in peace so far, but I doubt that'll last. So, there's
Fair
something
enough.
I do want to give to you. There's two swords in here. You could pick one. Not sure how well you could
Oh,
wield them, but it's up to you what you want to do with them. Just some forgotten smithy from
oh wow.
I have. Yes.
Very impressive.
It's nothing really. You can't be armored fully, so it's better you have a weapon to protect
Yeah,
yourself.
it's a little bit easier to carry a weapon than I think to carry around a full set of armor.
I'm well aware.
Very nice.
Yes, unfortunately, I trust no one in this cult to actually protect anything. We do have to build a bridge going from here. It's quite a nuisance to keep parkouring around, as they call it. Well, I guess you could fly. That is A plus.
Yeah. How did you learn how to do that?
Magic.
I see.
I do have some other failsafes I picked up along the way. Would you like to test one?
Sure.
Hit.
Oh. I was expecting to get hit with like more damage.
I mean, that's only the shield.
Oh,
Now
it's
where are
not the
you
shield?
headed?
What where did you go?
Right here.
Oh, there you are.
You hit the shield. There's also this one. I'd put on your armor.
Okay. Ah!
Let's just say they're my get out of jail free cards.
Fair enough.
Not many people know about, I guess, void materials. But, yes, this
Speaking
is,
of the void, you had mentioned back when we had the first trial that you had wanted to go back to the end at some time.
yes, there's something I feel that is there. I have a general location of where it might be. But, of course, I can never be too sure. I feel part of my power and self in the void when I went last time. So, there's sort of a drawing back there. Of course, I don't want to return, but I might have to soon too. And this is the prank. Very.
This doesn't seem very hostile.
It's not, which is also why we didn't react hostilely. Also, I don't know what their, I guess, issue is with that person, but I don't think they're liked by the cult of life.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you have a sign that says "Don't like you,"
Yes.
that'd pretty much do it.
Yeah, I found it quite funny my first time reading it. But of course, I had to work my ass off to share off the trees. They have so many trees. Not here, by their code. They have so many trees and I hate it. But
Ugh,
yes, minuscule work. You
I
know,
see.
we should sue for defamation.
Yeah. I mean, you just go up to them and be like, well, no, that makes us look weak if we're like, you've hurt our feelings. I feel like that would work on them. They're very emotionally driven. So if you're like, hey, you've hurt our feelings, that wasn't a very nice thing to do. If you're just like kind of sad about it, I think they'll be like, oh, I'm sorry.
Maybe before, from what I've heard, the lifers aren't very peaceful and easygoing as well. Not all of them, but most of them. Some of them
Hmm.
have, I guess, been going down a path they shouldn't because of others. I know one was recently detained by the priestess. Well, of
Oh,
course, I didn't see it myself. Heard it to the grapevine. So, I'm not too sure about that situation. Quite frankly, I really don't care. But it's been happening.
fair enough.
I think that's it for the new stuff that I had. Well, for the most part. This is new.
Oh,
But
I feel like the statue sign is a little unnecessary. I think we can see it.
yeah, you know, when the book said a statue honoring the Grim Reaper, I was expecting something a bit more.
Imposing.
Yeah, I was gonna use grand, but imposing works better. I think for the molecule of death, the figure that's supposed to impact fear and acceptance, this is quite cute and degrading.
Yeah.
My eyes seem to be wavering. We should get out of this area. It's quite peppery.
Fair enough.
This wand would be helpful if I had my wings. Why did you mention the void earlier?
I don't know. It's been on my mind. It's something I know you were wanting to at least do at some point. Try not to keep a lot of loose ends open.
Usually I'm the same, but that is a place I quite frankly don't want to frequent. Do you have time today?
I mean, I'm fully free.
Do you have armor? Hmm. Well, if you're free, I guess we could check it out today.
Might as well. Besides, if you don't want to be there long, you might as well just get it over and done with.
That's something
See if
along
you can
my
find your answers.
thought process too. I will be leaving this behind just in case. You'll also notice the increase of animals around the place. They'll mind it.
Gotcha. Was wondering about this dog.
Yes, quite frankly, he was in the middle of a desert. So,
Oh,
a dog in the desert, no water around.
definitely not a good place for a dog to be.
Yes, I felt that. So, well, I took it, to say the least. That and the cat. And apparently, my home has become a resting ground for otters. It started with
Oh yeah.
one, went to two, one got set free, and now there's three. Four.
That
Okay,
that's
I'm
far more. That's
yeah.
not. Yeah, there. Okay.
I'm moving out. I am moving. There was three. I need to stop leaving my door open. I leave it open for them to leave, but they just walk in instead.
Think they think it's cozy.
It's cramped.
Eh, potato tomato.
Yes. Do you know where the stronghold is?
Not since we were taken there.
I think I remember the approximate location. Well, kind of. I know how to get there with waypoints and these warp stones. If I do remember correctly, it is close by. Through this forest, I remember taking someone there.
Gotcha.
I think it was more this way. We'll take a left. It is turning nighttime, so the faster we move, the better.
Sounds good to me.
Correctly, should be somewhere over here. I remember it being sort of in a cave-like area. Well, of course, it's not. It's gonna be a hole. It wasn't this one. This is quite large. No.
1 second. Oh,
I found it. It is quite hard on the eyes. Of course, since it is a hole, I wouldn't just drop down. I would give it a second.
gotcha.
This place always does impact my eyes. Be careful with the silverfish.
Oh,
No. The hard part is remembering. Oh, why are we? There's a. If I remember correctly, staircase might actually lead to where we need to be. Maybe. Maybe. Ah, yes. I hate vines. Ah, yes.
and then there's the waystones.
Indeed. Did you take the waystone? It's
Yes.
the easiest way back to this place, I guess. Your ability to fly, do you have that rocket thing?
Yes, I have lots of them.
Perfect. I think we might need it. Not sure how far out he would have left it, but we'll see. Careful. Aggressive, I see.
Definitely.
Well, unfortunately, I do not have my wings, so I will be relying on this.
Gotcha.
I feel it in that direction, actually. Be careful with those ones,
Yep.
they teleport you. Quite annoying little
Not
creatures.
sure where you are at this moment in time.
I have also seemed to lost you. Oh, never mind. I found you.
Oh, hello.
Think actually, I know. I feel in that direction.
That direction?
Yes, if we head there, I have a feeling we might find something.
Gotcha.
Oh, he left it quite close.
Oh.
I thought it might take more exploring.
Oh, wow.
Hmm. Here I thought I was the one gifted with the smith. And there's a book. There, no. Would you like to see what's in it?
Yes, I'd love to. Oh,
Yes, quite elaborate. He is quite the jokester, isn't he? Do you know the language?
there are a few words that jump out.
Are you talking about the ones that's clearly human language? Yes, he was never the
Bit jumbled.
best at Niflheim. Would you like a translation, or is it fine if I just read this in my head?
A translation would be nice, but you don't have to if it's personal.
Well, you accompanied me here, so might as well. Well, the book is marked Dear Null. Excuse me for a second. I do happen to need water. Would you like one?
Sure. Oh,
You're probably wondering how I'm able to write this. Well, I used my mind. I'm kidding, of course. When you disappeared, I gained a temporary body. However, I could feel it would not last long. That's interesting. I have about a week at most. If you found this book, that means I was right to leave it on this island. Knowing him, this isn't man-made.
definitely doesn't appear like it. I mean, there's deep slate. I don't think you find that out here.
Not quite sure how we got this. I'll be surprised if you had. I would not be surprised if you had a friend by your side right now. You have always been the kind of one. Certainly is a piece of shit. On that note, how did the tavern turn out? Did you enjoy building it? And no, I did not see you build it. I see. You probably felt me, but that was not me. That was our power. When this body fades, I will fade with it. Each fragment of our old self you get back makes you remember something I sealed away. Back to the question, did you have fun? Let's see. Knowing you, I can imagine you calling it a pain and complaining about building it. But no, you can stop now. Live your life for you. Do what you want. Eat, drink, sleep, find love, or don't. Why is he telling me this? Just live now that you're free. With this book, you should find our wings. While the sight was made with my last remaining life force. Use it well out of half. May we meet again.
So this is all that remains of your friend?
He's lying. He's not gone. He's a lying piece of shit. He's not gone. There's no way he could be gone. A part of yourself doesn't just disappear. He's lying. He's lying. He's lying. That's it. He's lying. Of course he's lying. Why would he lie? He's just been lying this whole time. He's gonna pop out any second in my head and say something smart and witty. How would he know I built a tavern? He's lying.
I mean, you two are intrinsically tied, right?
I don't feel him. I don't feel him. Where is he? Where is he? You know, this the void is large. He's probably just out of reach. Yes, he's out of reach. That's it. That God. He probably did something to sever our connection. That's it. I felt him just a week ago. No, no, he's lying.
Is that the only possibility you want to think about?
That is the only possibility there is. He's somewhere in the void. He has to be. He promised me he'll never die. He promised. He doesn't break promises. He's somewhere out here. He has to be.
Are you wanting to go search?
Maybe there's a portal on the island. He could have went in there.
That's true.
He could have went in there. He could have went in there. He's in there. He's in there. He's in there. I know he is. He's in there.
I'll give you some of these.
Thank you. I know he's in there. He has to be in there. He wouldn't just leave me.
Even if it was out of his own control?
It's never out of our own control. We're strong enough to not die. He would never. He would never. No. He would never.
Alright. Then we can look. Oh. Oh. Being attacked. Oh my god.
This is new. This wasn't here before.
Whoa.
I don't feel him. Everything that I feel is just going back to this site. I don't feel him. He has to be somewhere in here, though, right? He has to be. No way, he's not. He has to be. I still can't feel him. Why don't I feel him?
You said you're only feeling it from the scythe currently.
Maybe that's because it was with
Maybe.
him. Yeah, he had it on him. His scent. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's the only explanation.
And that's the only explanation you're wanting to think about?
That's the only explanation there is.
And if you're wrong?
I'm not. I can't be.
Even gods are fallible.
If I'm wrong, this god will be very valuable. He'll be very immortal. I don't feel him. I I I don't know where he could have gone. He isn't here. I would have felt him. Maybe with the portal opened up, he went back to our world.
It's a possibility.
No, I didn't feel him there too. I would have felt him a long time ago. He would have found me by now. He's somewhere around here. I know it.
And how long are you wanting to search?
Till I find him.
And if you don't?
Then I'll keep searching. He's here somewhere. I know it. I can't feel it, but feeling isn't the only thing there is. We can't die. We can't die.
Back where I'm from, there are legends of people killing gods.
I know gods could be killed. I'm not stupid. I've killed a few myself. But that's why we can't die. In the whole entire void, we were amongst the strongest existence in it. There's no way he's dead. Even when my power is half, he still had the other half.
Do you feel any stronger now that you have this scythe?
Now that you mention it, my powers are back. My wings just reattached like they were always there. That's not supposed to happen.
Didn't seem to have any trouble getting back into flying.
That's not supposed to happen. They're supposed to regrow on their own. They're not supposed to reattach. Oh no, that idiot. He used that spell. He used that spell. That is the only explanation. There's only one thing that could kill us. Even a part of us. And it's that spell. I didn't need my wings. I don't know why he did it. I don't need this sight. I don't know why he did it.
Might not have had a choice.
The only reason he would do it if he feel like he was gonna die anyways. That doesn't make sense. $150 in the void, and not once did we grow older. 150 years, and not once did we ever feel fear. Dragons, gods, even monsters, abominations. We slayed it all together. It was just us. When I couldn't handle it, he'd take over. He 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 would take over. I I I
All right.
I don't I feel different.
Oh,
I
yeah,
see.
definitely a little different now.
I was right. That idiot. He used a preservation spell. He I guess he wasn't lying when he said his last life force was in the site. He preserved everything by using himself. I guess you could say this isn't my site, it was before. The reason why I'm feeling him is because he is the site. That fool knew he would die, so he became the site to stay by my side. I don't know why he would do that.
People tend to make bigger decisions when they know they're at the end of their life.
He could have just waited. I would have come to find him. We would have went back together, and we would have experienced everything. But no, he was rash. He always was rash. Well, I guess I can't blame him. I was gone for 3 weeks. As you said, he only had a week. I'm guessing soon after we left the end, he passed. That's the only explanation to why I still felt his presence. Before the sight, of course. That god killed him. Whoever brought us here killed him. I guess that means I can no longer sit back. As he would say, Rapla kala rapa, lom rapla laka, so kala so. Eye for eye, blood for blood, life for life.
It's a reasonable mantra.
Indeed. Whatever brought us here for a reason. But that reason killed my brother. It's only fair if I killed him. Given how they could trap me in this limited box in reality, I can't kill them now. And I assume the priestess is stronger than me, given how she has a closer connection to them. Even my full power, I don't think I'll be able to kill him fully by myself.
It's definitely not the task done by a single hero.
That is indeed true. I need information. I need chaos to go under the radar. I I don't know. I've never been alone. Funny enough, being trapped in a void makes you feel lonely, but I've never really been alone. It's the first time my mind feels quiet. Even when I didn't have this, I would hear whispers. Stuff like find me and I'm here. But now there's nothing. There's just my thoughts.
There's a lot to be gained from solitude, but it's also not something that many people will choose on their own.
I know about solitude. I was locked in this place for 150 years. It's not really much of a conversation if you know what the other person's thinking. Can't really conversate much with your own self. But because he was myself, I knew him. I could quite literally feel him. Although we were the same, we were different. He was rash, quite idiotic, temperamental. He's the reason we were stuck in here. Funny he hadn't killed all those people and destroyed that village. Although I don't blame him. Seeing father's wings hung up there for anyone to see.
They had wings on display.
Something like that. I guess this isn't the first time I've lost someone close to me. I grew up in mountains. Not even sure I'm telling you all this right now, but whatever. I guess.
It's nice to have someone who will listen.
Yeah, I guess. You also seem very killable, so if you do try to leak anything, it would be hard to silence you.
I won't deny that.
I grew up in mountains. I guess my father was Azazel. I'm not sure if you would know him. Probably not, based off of our previous conversations. He was, I guess, what you would call an archangel at some point. Although he fell in love with my mother, and that was forbidden, given she was a mortal woman, or so I was told by them. Not sure how true it is now, after some stuff I've learned. But he fell and became a fallen angel. Now, typically, half human, half fallen angel babies are monstrosities, tall, one eye, maybe tall, two eyes but three arms, very non-human like. I, however, came out as I am, basically in his image. And for 8 years, I grew up with love and care. Usually, for humans, they don't regain or retain their knowledge from before, I guess, the age of 3. Nephilim, however, we start gaining conscious from within the belly of our mothers. However, it's quite hazy to remember their face, voices, touch, scent. Besides the point, when I turned 8, they went out to hunt, or so they said. I waited there for 1 hour, 2, 4, 12, 16 days, weeks, months, years. They never came back, and I spent maybe 7 years in that cave alone. I didn't have Meti at this time. He came later. I didn't know he existed. I got tired of studying and hunting and training in that cave alone. So I went out to explore. I covered my wings, given at the time humans populated the land. Monsters existed, gods existed, but hidden. I guess mortals were something we couldn't fathom. Maybe the other way around, mortals could have fathomed us. I don't know. Honestly, I didn't care. I just wanted to be less lonely. However, the first village I found was quite big and lively, and there was a marketplace. As I explored, I saw something that caught my eyes. Wings, almost as jet black as mine used to be. I thought, nice, feathers, fake. Upon asking questions to the seller, I found out they were real. They were from a fallen angel. He said to my face, the eyes and other body parts were sold off years ago. The wings took forever to procure, process, and get in selling order. They were my dad's, my father's. So I blacked out. However, I didn't just black out. I went into a subconscious part of my mind and something came forward. I later would find out that would be Meti. From that corner of my mind, I watched as he used my powers in ways I didn't know it could be used. He destroyed the village, killed anyone and everyone around. I remember the number. The village was said to hold 700,000 people. By the end of it, there was only one person left. Outside of us, of course. It was an old witch. Turns out, this person was a void goddess who looked oddly familiar to my mother. She, with her dying breath, did an incantation, and it trapped us here. 150 years. I assume we'd be trapped forever. This island, that dragon, they are not new, but they were not here before. They were trapped behind a sort of barrier from anything. You could touch it, but you would just move right through it. I guess sort of mirage. Our guess was maybe godly interference. Multiple gods came together. Maybe the creator, whoever created the gods. I didn't know. I didn't care. All I knew was they didn't want us to touch land. And I didn't have the strength to argue or the will to fight against it. So, when I arrived to that world, I was happy. I saw the sun again, quite bright. The moon, however, was more beautiful. But when I arrived, there was a lack of a voice in my head. It's quite noticeable if you spend 150 years talking to a voice and all of a sudden it's just not there. You tend to notice it right away. I assume asleep. But of course, as we now find out, he's not asleep. Most likely, I'll never hear that voice again. And now we're trapped in the same place where I was before. Just now, I have to serve a god who killed my friend, who killed me. I can't do that. But unlike Meti, I'm not rash enough to go guns blazing and just kill a priestess and find out what I need to know. I took place in a trial of sorts a few days ago for some sort of guard. I assume I didn't get the head position, given how I didn't try most of the time. But I should be a guard member. I'll work my way up, get close to the priestess. When I have everything I need to, I'll make my move.
Here's one question I have though.
That is,
If you've been alone for that much of time, sorry, if you have been with someone for hundreds of years and now you are alone, why is your first instinct to tear down the place around you, the people around you?
because blood must have blood. Life must have life. Death must have death. As someone put it before, equivalent exchange. Cannot have one thing without losing another. I assume my freedom was for free. Seems I paid the price. But my freedom wasn't axed, I was just brought. Now, if you're asking why I'm gonna tear everything down just because I lost him, it's precisely that reason why I'm gonna tear everything down.
And you do not care who gets in the way?
I'll put it this way. I haven't found a reason to stay in that place. Anyone who gets in my way clearly doesn't value their life. And by the end of all of this, I intend to join him.
So you'll destroy everything, including yourself?
What else is there to do?
Find meaning?
Like what?
In the note that your other half left, they mentioned building the tavern, about trying to do what you thought was interesting, about seeking that kind of purpose.
The only reason they knew about that was because that was their dream, not mine.
So have you never had your own hopes and aspirations?
I never assumed I would get out of here.
Before then?
My only
Before the void?
dream was to be loved. And the one person who did love me was me. And now that person is gone.
Do you think that's the only person who can ever do that?
That's the only person who will be willing.
If you truly believe you can only find one person in the world who is willing to accept you for who you are and all your faults, I understand why you want to tear things down. Because you haven't found anyone to give you a reason to stay.
I guess if you put it that way. Yes, you're right. I've witnessed humans. I've read about them. I've seen them. In the void, you'll be surprising how much information you could sense and see throughout the voids, because they all connect. I've seen empires rise and fall. I've seen human kill, torture, slaughter. I've seen them give life. But just as quick as one would give life, one would take it. So very fickle. Now tell me, why would a human or anyone else love something that could easily kill them?
It's the choice to still stay with them. The choice to, despite the threats, despite everything that stands against you, choosing to stay. Choosing to believe that there can still be some good.
Just like the choice I made to come to this world? Oh, wait, that's right, I didn't make that choice.
A lot of things in your life, from what you've told me so far, were not up to your own choice. You are ostensibly alone now, with no one to tell you what to do, no one to stop you from choosing. You're allowed to make your own path. It does not have to be one born out of blood.
Yet blood seems to be the only thing I know how to do.
We always have space to learn.
I've learned enough. I have almost all the knowledge in the universe, and yet all of
And
it
yet you still
is.
can't choose to find purpose? You say you know so much, and yet your only solution is to destroy everything in front of you.
It would all be destroyed in the end.
But living is living in that life before the destruction. We all know the end of the universe will come eventually, but if you sit down and think about death in the end forever, you will never do anything with your life that has meaning.
And you would
Finding
say,
purpose despite the end, that is life.
destroying everything isn't a purpose.
I'm saying it's not the only one. You've been here for what, 2 weeks? 3 weeks? That is not enough lived experience in a place to decide that that is all that is left is destruction.
From what I've
Time.
seen, I'm not the only one thinking that way, unfortunately. You say give it time, but I'm sure you're under the same assumption that this so-called peace and so-called finding new ways to live will soon fall into despair and destruction and chaos. I'm sure you sense it too.
Of course.
So, if that's the case, why must I hold myself back to find a peace that will probably be destroyed soon?
If you can't find that reason, I don't think anyone can make you.
No one can make me do anything. I wouldn't have listened to you and heard you about if it wasn't you. You accompanied me here. You make a point. I'll admit you do make a point. But that point is from a place of optimism.
I'm very aware of that.
You assume everything will fall into place. That doesn't happen. Seeing as how you're telling me about finding purpose, I would assume you found a purpose in this new place.
My purpose has been what it's always been, is to help the dying, help those who die, help people find their peace at the end. I grew up and have lived in a graveyard my entire life. You run into people who grieve and mourn and only know anger and remorse for the rest of their life there, but you can still help them try and find a better path.
Well, that seems like we're in the same place. You're structured and driven by what you grew up with. So am I. What if I told you to let go of all of that and find something new? Would you do it?
I'm already entertaining the idea of killing a priestess because you've told me to.
Now, that's not smart. Thinking about doing something because I told you to.
You've set the impetus. I've thought about it and justified it in my own ways. However, I know that it is not the only solution. It is one solution. It's not the only one.
Personally, I came into this world not caring how it ended up. I just wanted entertainment. That's why I built the tavern. Yes, it was his dream, but he also said taverns have festive energy. Stories, music, drinks, life. I wanted to give that a shot. Can't say I was missing out on anything. The people I've met were quite interesting, I guess. Driven for chaos, thieves, princes. A priestess who serves a god but don't know why or how they're doing anything. Another priestess who is short, gullible. Quite frankly, I don't know how they made it this far. So many different people. Yet, push come to shove, they will all turn on each other eventually. Now, when they do, what stories will I hear? A dead man tells no tale. The entertainment that I so want will not be there.
Won't be there if you destroy everything.
If I destroy anything, I relieve my anger, I relieve my grief, and I go back to doing whatever I was doing in the void. Observing, watching, fighting, killing, repeat, and repeat, and repeat. You say you wanna help the dying or whatever. Why? What do you get out of it?
I don't get anything out of it.
That's not
It's
true.
just what I want to do.
I'm sure they say thank you and you feel all warm inside, thinking, wow, I helped that person. I didn't even ask for anything in return. And I'm sure some of them don't even say anything. You're like, at least I did a good deed. But really, you did want something. You wouldn't help them if you weren't chasing that feeling. Now, what if that feeling went away? That feeling to do something good. What then?
I'd find something else that made me feel that way. And I'd keep searching until I found a purpose that made me feel that way.
And if that purpose was killing?
Currently, I see no intrinsic good in merciless slaughter.
I do agree with you in that. I don't intend to slaughter them. Quite frankly, I don't think I need to step in myself until the end. They'll do it for me. However, given as how he said live, I assume he knew I'd go along on this train of thought. I'm not giving up my idea of killing everything and burning everything to the ground. Let's just say I'm gonna observe. I'm neither gonna help this god or hurt it. I'm going to sit back and watch. If any time I feel that this world needs to go, you will help me, and you will have no choice in it. Because, well, My choice on if this world now lives, dies, or burns is up to you. You will be my entertainment. You will be my new mentee, my moral compass. Whether you think you have a choice or not, that is false. You don't have one. From the moment you stopped me from burning everything to the ground, you gave up that choice. Help people. Congratulations, you found someone to help.
It would certainly be a tough case.
No, you'll find I'm quite simple. I won't do anything unless I'm asked, and I won't kill anyone unless I want to. Which so far I've avoided any killings, and mainly any fights. I've held back enough, so when I lost a fight, it made it seem like they won. When I did need to win it, I won it. So far everyone underestimates me and think I'm drunk, which is hilarious, honestly. Me, fully drunk. Poison resistance does a lot more than just stop your drunkenness. Top of that, a perfect memory. The amount of things you would hear from people who think you're indisposed. So, yes, I will not make a move. And if I do, he'll notice. I will tell you. If I decide that this world is no longer worth it, I'll destroy it. And you will have a front row seat. However, I don't think it's me you need to worry about destroying it. The people of this dimension world is doing a grand job of doing that themselves. And while I might not destroy it, I will not help save it either. If in the end I find something worth picking up the site for and not joining him in the end, let's say you won this wager and I'll owe you one. But that would mean you have to live. Quite interesting how this all turned out.
Quite. Neffy, at the end of things, I find that there is nothing redeemable in the people and the creatures of this world. I will lend what meager aid I can in your final tirade.
That sounds fun. However, there will be one or two redeeming people to what I've seen. There's one or two people that will never lose that light in their eyes. Unless I make it. I could very well kill one of the priestesses in front of the other one. For example, the dead priestess. The life priestess seemed to have a fondness of them. What do you think will happen if I kill them in front of the life priestess? That so-called naivete and that light in their eyes. Do you think it would be extinguished? Do you think revenge and rage will overcome them? Do you think they want to kill me? And that's an entertaining idea. But alas, I won't do it. People seem to be forming bonds. And for some reason, a few seem to trust me. Why, I have no idea. I guess you would know better than them. You seem to trust me to an extent.
To an extent.
However, you know a lot more than they do. They only know what I show them. There's a lot of pawns around. Will I use them? Who knows? But it's fun watching them move. You tell one sad story, and one just gets matched. You share one drink, and all of a sudden you're friends. You do one favor, and all of a sudden someone's willing to risk their life for you. It's quite funny.
It's how trust works.
Ah, yes, trust. I've seen that tale multiple times. Brothers kill brothers, sisters kill sisters, mothers kill their daughters. Trust is something that's supposed to be earned, not given. Blah, blah, blah. Trust is something only given when it benefits you. Well, I trust you to an extent. It's benefiting me because this has been entertaining. I quite frankly don't care anymore about this world. From the moment I figured out he used a spell, this world could have been destroyed. And I wouldn't care. However, you seem to pique my interest. Someone who cares so much about life hangs out with someone who doesn't.
Suppose that's the case.
And I'm sure you felt it earlier that I didn't care much about this world. Yet for some reason, you decide to stay in my attic. I'm not foolish enough to believe you would fall for it. I'm friendly. Let's hang out with Nikos, and I'm a kind person. If you were foolish enough to believe that, well, my thoughts on you were wrong.
No, it was not that. In truth, you are a very concerning person.
That's a new one. Concerning. Can't say I've ever been the concern of anyone. But it's quite
Concerning in
interesting.
the way of a volcano. You don't know when it's going to erupt, but you can hope if you keep your eyes on it, it won't.
Is that what you think you were doing before? Keeping an eye on me?
Perhaps.
You would have had a better chance on keeping an eye on Valis, and he could go invisible. If I really wanted to do something, you couldn't stop me.
I'm aware.
However, I do like games and entertainment, and so far, out of everyone, you're the most entertaining person I've met. The priestess is easy to annoy, but that gets boring. And to keep up that charade, I have to do physical labor, and that's such a drag. Valis has a goal that he needs to achieve. While I don't care if he achieves it, I also don't feel like putting in that much work. Rowan is annoying, but they're also smart. There is a few that know things they shouldn't and things that interest me. A few that know my father. I like to talk with them first. Before, I wanted to see what they knew about my father. Depending on their answer, I was either gonna live quietly or kill them. But now, I just want to hear the answer. I don't care anymore. Well, I'm getting sick of this dimension. I'm going back to the tavern.
All right then.
It is nice having my wings back. And
Makes things a lot easier when you can fly.
indeed, this wand helps. I guess that never gets old. Can't say if I did destroy this world, that isn't something I won't miss. The sun rising and setting, the moon rising and setting. It's quite the sight. Something you don't see in the void.
Definitely seems the case. It's always night there, or at least a simile of night.
Something like that. Well, this was interesting. I need to go think a few things over. And no, I won't kill anything. Think for now. I'll observe, watch. If I do change my mind, I will let you know. I won't just kill anything. If I do kill something, that's because they annoyed me. Or they challenged me. Or I was forced to defend myself. But that's about it.
As long as you at least think through the process.
I always think. That's not something to be worried about. Thinking through the process is the fun part. What fun would torture be if you don't think about it? But yes, I know it's not the point you're trying to make. I'll think through my actions. My altruistic actions. Anyways, I will talk to you another time. The sun is up. Quite frankly, it still hurts my eyes, so I'm going to bed. Goodbye.
Rest well then.